successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it bad and you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep.
Deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us.
Alrighty, we're gonna get this party rolling. Let's do it. Welcome, my friends.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You're nobody. It's gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
There we go. There we go. All right. So can we all just, it's November 1st. So I'm very stressed because I've heard that if I don't get to Hobby Lobby today, I will miss out on the Christmas decorations. Did you hear the notice? They're 60% off today.
Oh, really?
Just kidding. I mean, I'm just saying, can we all just, let's do
Meeting adjourned.
Take a couple, I want us to slow down and take a couple cleansing breaths. So I'll in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. One more time. I know this is hard for us because we're all high beats. Through the nose. Out through the mouth. Okay? Can we all just enjoy today before Christmas is over? All enjoy today. I sometimes think we move too fast in life, right? So we've got our little ones at home and then we're like, oh, I cannot wait till they get out of diapers, or I can't wait till they talk, or I can't wait till they get in middle school, or I can't wait till they get in high school, or I can't wait. Can we just stop the can't waiting and just all be in the moment? Be in the moment. Look to your neighbor. Be in the moment. Okay, right? Okay. However, in real estate, what day is it today?
February 1st.
February 1st.
Happy Grandma Day.
Kind of crazy. What we do today shows up 90 days later. So let's see, did anybody write an offer over the weekend or take a listing over the weekend? 1, 2, was it offer or listing?
It's accepted, but
Accepted offer, is it closing this year? Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so we still got closings this year? So it'll be interesting. Did anybody write an offer that's closing in January yet?
I will close in May.
You have one in May. Holy man, talk about,
Yeah, it's your situation.
okay. So we're just gonna kind of keep taking a pulse, right? We maybe have a couple more weeks to squeak something out for the year. Obviously, we can take listings that'll close in 2023, but just a couple more listings to just gangbuster it, right? So, all right, so what are we covering today? Well, we've got a congratulations. We're gonna spotlight something. We got our Gratitude Tuesday. We're gonna spin the wheel. Remember this? We're gonna talk about Baker versus broker. Is that supposed to be Baker? Oh, I was excited there for a moment. I was like, are we gonna bake today?
Sorry about that.
I mean, there is a difference between a baker and a broker, but anyway, Baker versus broker. We're gonna talk about command for teams, and then I've got a little update for you guys, and then we're going to announce our November training coming up. So first of all, we got a capper in the house. I know Jake watches from Zoom, so congratulations, Jake. Agent on a team, so that's pretty awesome. And then, oh, do we have Katie Goldstein up here? Is she up here? Or is she listening? Anybody? So did anybody see her post?
Yeah.
So when you see her, congratulate her. So she is now in a coaching apprenticeship program. And so we just want to congratulate. She's not going anywhere. Take a deep breath. Lifetime Realty is not falling apart. I know some of us that are looking to beat their stats are excited about that, especially the Zuckerbergs, but they're still here. She's still their operational manager. But when you see her, congratulate her. So that's awesome. Congratulations, Katie. So let's do a little Gratitude Tuesday. So I went to the jar. We've got a couple here. So too many to write on this card. A special sincere thank you to the countless people who volunteer their time and energy to help me become better. Max Feets. Okay, this person wins the neatest writing contest. It's so neat, I can barely read it. Okay, I'm not kidding you. You guys, it's like scripting to my amazing KW family. Thank you for the wonderful personalized gifts after our wedding. We are so touched and grateful for your thoughtfulness. Jessica was Drake. Now it's Bergdorf? Bergdorf. Congratulations. Douglas, if you are not leveraging her to write your Christmas cards, like seriously, I mean, this is like, look at this,
She
people.
addresses all my posts.
Yeah, I mean, to Catherine Gorel, so thankful for spending so much time with me this morning, helping me with an important email campaign in command. You are so talented, Sue Arnold. So, as you guys know, we have Catherine Gorel filling in to help you with your technology. You know, she doesn't know everything, but she certainly knows a lot. So if you have any command needs, or you're not sure how to use your Google Drive, or whatever it might be technology-wise, schedule time with her, let her know what you need first ahead of time so that she can determine, okay, this is something I can help with, or I need to get another expert to help. All right, and then to Chris Ruskowitz. Chris has helped me. Okay, so this writing is messier. Harder than- I don't know why boys write messier, they just do. Okay, Chris has helped me combat anxiety and stress from a personal issue that brought me down and killed my mindset. She knew exactly what to say to help me find my drive. I highly recommend her life coaching that she offers. Chris, you're awesome. Will. So. And so if you have this, or maybe you don't know this, but Chris Ruskowitz is moving into a life coaching role at Max Coaching. And right now she has to coach, I think, 100 people by the end of January. So did you guys all get her email offering an opportunity? If you haven't, reach out to her, take the opportunity, and she will help you, because we know 80% of our success is mindset related. That's it. And feel free to share that with Mitt Romney. A diamond ring helps as well, roses, you know, all of that. All right, so to Allison. Thank you for taking time out of your busy workday to drop everything to come to my desk and help me with my tech questions. I cannot move forward with my business without you. I appreciate you so much. And that's Sue Arnold, and this was to Allison Bradley. So thank you. I have to take time to slow down and show gratitude. So, all right, we're going to do some spin the wheel. So as we mentioned last week, we have a weekly challenge that we're doing in conjunction with Bold. And last week we challenged you guys to hand out your candy at Halloween time with your business card. So who did this? Who did it? Look at that. All right. So I would trust that you really did it. So I don't need to see your pictures, but you're going to each come up here and spin the wheel and win a prize. So come on up. We're going to do it live. You got to be live to win. Let's do it.
That's the pretty one.
The pretty one, yeah. All right. Look at this. How many pieces of candy did you people hand out? Does anybody know?
Yeah.
Mine was
Well, I went door to door trick or treating with our granddaughter, giving out our
Reverse.
cards.
Yeah.
I see that.
Giving it out. Tag team.
Take team. And Tanika had how many left over? 100?
I had 50,
50 left over, and you door knocked with them, right?
not all of them, but yeah, I door knocked with a lot.
Okay, and how much candy did we also eat along the way?
It was quite a bit.
And did anybody get a lead so far? Anybody?
Yes, multiple.
Lead? Okay, that's awesome. Spin the wheel. Let's see what you get. Do it.
It's like wheel or.
Don't break it. We gotta make this last like 7 weeks. What do you got?
Yeah.
$25 off your office bill. Talk to Allison Bradley. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Pick a book. Woo, you get to pick a book. I'm talking about this one today.
Which one do you want?
She wants this one. Okay, spin it. You can gift it, or you can keep it.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
What do you have? All right. Oh, we got a coaching session, or you can gift it. So
Right,
awesome.
because I automatically get ALC coaching.
Yeah, you might want to gift it. Maybe one of your team members.
I'll do that.
Put them in line. What do you got?
Showing booty.
Oh, showing booties. Big showing booties. What do you got? Pick a book. You don't have to read it to pick it, just pick one.
Very analytical.
Hold.
All right, go. To Diane. What do we got?
I'm just gonna buy it.
Coaching session with me. Woo! Oh, this is gonna be amazing. $25 on your own bill. See, Allison Bradley. And take notes. Somebody take a book.
Pick a book.
You got them?
I
What'd
get
you
to
get?
pick. I get to pick a book.
Pick a book.
Oh gosh.
All right. And straight back from Hawaii.
Whoa.
We'll do this one.
Take a
And
book.
pick a book. Awesome. All right. Kim.
Nikki is on Zoom. She wants to know if someone can spin for her. She did do that. Find out.
Who's gonna spin for her?
Before-
Okay,
Tanika?
Tanika's
Okay.
spinning.
If that's allowed. She's not-
This is for you, Nikki. And if it's off your office bill, you should split it. Showing booties. You can split them. There's 10 pairs in there. Now you got that too. All right, so next week's challenge is called Retail Your Database. Retail your database. Having conversations in stores. Remember, you said all the Christmas stuff is on sale, right? So you're gonna go get your Christmas stuff. And with that, you're having a conversation to add 5 people to your database. I don't care what store you go to, any store. The point is, you're having a conversation about being in real estate as you're out in this world shopping and you're adding 5 people to your database. Okay, we like it? We're good? Cool. All right, A+ Mortgage, come on up. Don't trip over the owl. So you might need to go like that way, Rick. We also have stickers that are on there. We have signs that are on there.
Is that next slide up? Like this is up?
Yeah. You mean the baker versus the?
Yeah, the baker, the baker one. Cool.
The baker versus the broker.
All right, morning, everybody. One of the things I wanted to go over this morning real quick was brokers versus bankers. Most people assume that A+ is a broker. We are not. We are a true mortgage banker. We do 95% of our transactions as mortgage bankers. The big advantage to being a mortgage banker is we originate and process everything from beginning to end, including funding. If you've ever been in a closing where you've had a time delay where you're waiting an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours to get a funding authorization number, that will almost never happen with any of our transactions. When we do BC transactions, or we've got a client that has credit issues or something like that, where we need to go subprime, that may be a case, but that we do maybe 5% of our business that way. Almost 95% of our business is as a true banker. So if we can get better rates, lower closing costs, and quicker closings. If you guys need a rush closing, let us know. You need a 2-week closing, let's take a look at it. Especially
2022 is not over yet.
yes, yeah. So yeah, you can do like 4 more closings between now and then. So if that's the case and you need a rush closing for a specific reason, like buyer deal fell apart, first deal fell apart, we're putting a new deal together. We have a home sale contingency before they buy their next house. We can turn it around really quick. In some places we can get appraisal waivers, which always makes it easy to do those deals, especially if we have clean credit and a salary type borrow, that those things all come together quite quickly. One of the other things that we do too that most people don't know about is we do FHA, VA, USDA, all Fannie and all Freddie products in-house. So we're not sending anything out to an underwriter in California. We're not sending out on anything to a processor in wherever in New Hampshire. Everything is done all in Muskego. Even our underwriter, we had a situation a couple of years ago where we were doing a VA loan and they were doing a new front door on a house. It was in our underwriter's neighborhood. She literally walks her dog past this house all the time. She walked past it, took a picture, put an underwriter's cert in the file, and the file was done and closed, ready to close. That doesn't happen with other places. So those are some of the big advantages that we have. On the broker side, being a broker is a really interesting opportunity to handle stuff that's kind of more on the unique side. If you've got a transaction where borrower hasn't been on the job for a full 2 years and they're self-employed, it's something we can look at. We can do bank statement programs and things like that. If you have a situation where borrower's credit scores aren't that great, but they've got a lot of money to put down and they've got good time on the job, you need, even for the BC side world, you need to have one thing that you can kind of hang your hat on. We need something that basically says, I'm a good person and I can repay this loan, but I had X happen to me, or A or B or C happen sometimes. And we want to be able to help those borrowers out. They're not going to get the prime interest rates. They're going to have a higher rate. We will work with them, help them get right on the right path, and then flip them over, refinance their loan and get them a lower interest rate. Those programs are something we don't do in-house, okay? When you're on a broker side, as a broker, you don't control the transaction. That's the downside for us, is that we need a little more time. Sometimes when I turn in an underwriting condition, it can take 48 hours to get that answered. Where on a banker side, I can sometimes get a condition turned in 15 minutes. I call my underwriter and say, take a look at this right now. We're getting ready to close, boom, done deal. She looks at it, that's approved, clear to close, and we're heading out. Some of you that work with us, you've seen our new commitment letters. Our new commitment letters, you do not need to write an amendment to deliver to the seller. All the verbiage is ready on there. It's already been approved. Chris and Sarah both have looked at it. Everything's fine. Everything is set to go. So if we can do a quick closing, we can sometimes issue commitment within a week, 2 weeks. A lot of times less than that. If we've got an appraisal waiver file, it literally goes into underwriting, and 7 days later, you've got loan commitment in hand. Don't have to have an amendment, just send it over to the seller side and you're done. So those are some of the big advantages to being a banker and being a broker and having both avenues open so that we can help you guys close as many loans as possible. Because last I heard, who got paid on a deal that didn't close? Yeah, nobody. Yeah. It doesn't happen, or almost ever happen. So we want to make sure that your deals close and they close smoothly. We understand, Gustavo and I really understand one thing. If you refer us, and we'd like you to, if we don't make you look good, then that's a failure for us. We need you guys to look good. We need to make sure that your buyers and sellers understand that you're referring us because we do good work. And I think my reputation and Gustavo's reputation, I've been 25 years, he's 16. That's a long time. We've built these reputations and we really value them highly. So we want to make you guys know, we want you guys to really know that we care about what's happening in your transactions, and we're always there. When you call us on a Saturday or Sunday, we're answering phone calls. And we're helping your buyers. We're doing pre-approvals. You got a last minute, holy crap, they need the pre-approval there. Pre-approval expired 6 months ago. Let's get them a new one. Let's get it done today and get them over and get the offer accepted. Does anyone have questions on the two broker versus bankers? I promised Reggie I'd keep this to 10 minutes, so I'd really like to. Does anybody have questions on what the differences are? And
Not for April.
no, not for me.
Oh, okay. I thought we were doing a veteran
Oh,
or
that's
VA.
That's next
Next week. Okay.
Next week.
Okay.
Anybody have any questions on that? Otherwise, we'll be here. I'll be downstairs for a while. I mean, happy to answer questions for you guys and make sure that, we're always looking at giving you guys the best options. FHA, I know a lot of people are scared about FHAs. We underwrite them in-house. We have our own database of appraisers that we use for FHA loans. Don't shy away from that program. I know that a lot of places, they're nightmares. They're not with us. We're really, really good at them. I've been doing them for 25 years. I'm exceptionally good at them. I know all the guidelines. If you have questions, we can turn things around and make them happen quickly. Same thing goes with VAs. Same history on that. I can be a real expert. If you have an FHA or a VA deal that's in process that you're having an issue with, and we're not the lender, call me. I'm happy to answer questions and maybe redirect. I've done that in the past for people and said, hey, have him do this. Call the other lender, tell him to do this. And they'll probably ask you, who have you been talking to? But it'll close. And that's what we care about. We want to help you guys out. We want to be a resource. We want to work with you guys. We want this to be a great partnership. We want to express value to you guys. And in turn, you guys work with us and kind of work together. All right?
Thank you.
Rich and Gustavo, and just so that you guys know, like they sponsor thousands of dollars every year. And so I want, bring them up here. We bring up only the sponsors who sponsor our events. And so give them a try, add them to your toolbox. So they're, like you said, they're here to help you close deals. So, all right. We have a message we want to show you guys some updates in Command that are team related.
My name is Stacy Sauls, and I'm with Keller Williams Realty in Charlotte, North Carolina. We have a team of 16 agents, and we use Command to drive our success.
We have 129 buyers in our Cultivate.
Command has increased our unit count because we get more leads daily through the system.
Command has completely changed the way we run our business. Before, everything was in spreadsheets. We didn't really have a systematic way to reach our contacts. And now we literally are carrying around all of our contacts on our phones, and we don't have to question what we need to do for lead gen every day.
And not only are we getting more leads, we are getting better conversion because of the accountability that the program allows.
I love the monthly neighborhood update. Yes, those are awesome.
I just send the leads to the director of sales. She inputs, tags the appropriate agent, and then she has an accounting form that she can pull each week when she meets with the agents to show what leads came in, who they were distributed to, if the agents are contacting them, what the conversion ratio is. It's really easy.
When the Command app came out, that was huge for our team. My name is Jessica Rattery. I'm the Director of Growth for the Patty Turner Group in Rockwall, Texas. We use Command to run a team of 25 agents to create $119 million in volume last year.
Your database tells stories.
Agents are busy. They are all over the place.
We prefer our agents to be on the run, so the app allows them to really not miss a beat. They can log in, see what they need to do, and as they're on the go, the smart plan kicks in. The smart plan is telling them when they need to follow up, if it's a call, if it's a text, if it's email.
They open the app, they see exactly whose birthday it is in their database, and they can, with a couple clicks, wish them happy birthday directly from their phone, and it logs that directly into their Command as well, so that they know, oh, I did reach out to that person.
From there, we can really watch the pipeline, and how many leads are in the pipeline, how many actives are in the pipeline, how many do we have under contract. We can watch the analytics of how agents are following up with all their leads, and have real-time coaching conversations with them, and really see the health of the organization.
Okay, I'll have it.
Coming into Command, we were probably running 10 to 12 different systems. Just from a budget standpoint, we could get rid of most of those systems, and I figured on an annual basis we could save anywhere from $50,000 to $60,000. And then by taking the savings that we've had out of Command and reinvesting that back in our business, creating more leads, we're able to continue to expand our footprint in the market.
We're in a shifting market right now, and you need to look at every expense you have. We have no cost because we run everything right through Command. My name is Nick Pelletier with Pelletier Properties in Leominster, Massachusetts, and we use Command in every aspect of our business.
So this is based off of those percentages that we put in? So when I first started my team, we tried multiple different CRMs, and it was challenging to customize it to fit how we run real estate in Massachusetts.
The great part about Command is Command works for us without us having to make it work. It's naturally built around how businesses run in our local area.
I love designs. It's really simple. It's really cool when your design software is directly connected into your MLS system, so you can literally just pull the data right into designs. And then we use Facebook ads and Instagram ads all the time. It's all integrated. So I don't have to think much when I want to create a Facebook ad. I can jump on, have it running in a matter of minutes. That if I was to go into Facebook, download the photos, pull the information in, it just saves us a lot of time. Knowing everything's there in Command and knowing that at a moment's notice, I can jump in, see where a transaction's at. I don't have to worry as much. We actually just expanded. So when I log in, I can alternate back and forth between our spoke and our hub. So it creates consistency on how we run our business, but also having that separation of the two different businesses in Command really is exciting as we start to grow.
By using Command, we have a great tool that allows us growth. We can actually expand.
As our business has grown, Command has grown right along with us.
Someone can run their entire company, small business or big business, on Command.
We like that speed?
No. Yeah.
Was that that was too fast for you? Oh, it was. Who?
I drank enough coffee, I'm good.
What was that?
Perfect.
Okay. So are you guys using Command now on your phones with your team?
Yes.
And how How,
I have it
how,
on my phone. I don't know if the rest of you guys are. We haven't done much with it yet. We have,
Okay.
we're just starting to implement more.
okay, you're just starting to implement it.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody else here? Are you making calls from, you guys are?
My team strictly uses Command.
Okay,
We have everything tagged, we've got all the communication, then my admins are really adamant about telephone numbers and email addresses and home addresses and
Yep.
making sure that it's complete. Because if it's not complete, it's tough to execute some of the things that they have on the plan. But it's getting better for teams for sure.
yeah,
So Kim, to clarify, I mean, we do, everything is in Command for
Yeah.
our team. It's just the app that they're just starting to use, but
okay,
yeah, but that's what we're doing everything by.
okay.
With all the appropriate tags.
So a lot of what they talked about team can also be done individually. And so obviously as an individual agent, when you're using Command, you can also utilize it just to call and log and be more mobile than necessarily in front of your computer. So Abby, as you know, is our new regional tech trainer. I'm sure that we will be bringing her live for some tech training, which will be awesome, but she wanted us to share this video. She's not our office tech trainer. She's the regional tech trainer. She'll be a great resource. She'll definitely be training here locally. Again, still utilize Catherine Goro when you need anything, but she just wanted me to share that video. So that's awesome. Thank you. So watch it again on a slow speed.
I did have a
Go ahead.
question for some of the teams like ours that still need to transition into utilizing Command. We realize that is a slightly different and very dynamic process compared to a solo agent who's transitioning into Command. Do we have somebody who is extremely familiar with the team transition into Command? You don't have to give me an answer right now.
Yeah,
but
no.
That would be great.
And are you asking for the training portion or for the data import portion?
Both.
Yes and yes.
Perfect.
So we can talk more about that. The good news is with data importing, you now do not have to completely match the data mapping. So I don't know if you guys all know that, if you've done any importing in the past. So we definitely can help with that when you guys are ready.
Great, thank you.
Woo!
Hi, I just also have a question. We did a lot of our Pi Day invites. And when we were in Command, just updating their tags, we found a lot of the neighborhood nurturers ended in error, and a lot of them seem to be sbcglobal.net. I don't know if anybody else has really gone back to see their clients that are on neighborhood nurturers to see if they've got some, because they'll try a couple times, and if it fails too many times, some of ours were incorrect emails, which we're now fixing. So it's been a whole learning process.
Sure.
But we did find a correlation between sbcglobal.net people and having it. I don't know if it's getting like a big block or something.
That is interesting and a great thing to email your regional tech trainer about.
Yeah, I will reach out
So
to Abby,
that's a
yeah.
perfect example of when we reach out to Abby,
Okay.
if that makes sense, because that's.
Yeah, I'll ask her.
Yeah. Those neighborhood nurturers are great, you guys. I mean, it's perfect way to touch your database and bring them value based on what's happening in their neighborhood. So now I'm really afraid if I hit next, if it's gonna play the video again.
You arrow forward and you might have to hit it twice, but you have to use the arrow.
Woo, I did it really fast. I did it so fast. Okay, so a couple of things. I don't know if you guys are aware, but Reggie's book is like blowing up the world and she will be stepping out of her role. Yes, that's what we get when we hire talent. And so she's been here almost 2 years, but as you guys know, she's an author. I mean, that's her passion. She's written over 50 books. I don't know, could be up to 100 now. I can't keep track. And so her book is going really, really well. And so she's got to focus her time on that. So what you need to know is I need to find out who you know who's talented. So we are hiring leadership. We have teams that are hiring. We're always hiring agents or people in your database that are looking to start a real estate career. And really, honestly, you guys, we should remind you this probably quarterly or monthly. We are always looking to get into relationship with talent. Part of what we do here as your leaders is not only bring on leaders to our leadership team, but we're always looking for talent for you, right? So as you're building a team and you're looking to add administrative support or agents to your team, we're just constantly looking to get into a relationship. So if you know of anybody who is talent out there who's looking for an opportunity, please, please, please have them send us a resume. Okay? So.
And I know what you need for teams or for agents that need help. I mean, maybe for purposes.
Right.
What is that?
That's a great question. And so I would just say, you intuitively know when you meet somebody and they are good at their job, they're talented, they have leadership skills. It's kind of like you referring Alex DeMarca. You knew he'd be a great agent. You just knew.
No,
It
she
was
didn't
in
know.
you. I mean, you knew. And so anywhere in your world, so like if you happen to be at an office and let's say you go to your Northwestern Mutual office, wherever you do your financing, and you meet somebody and for whatever reason you strike up a conversation and you find out that they're looking to make a change in their career, like I want to know these people. Just like we teach you guys to always be building your leadership or your talent bench. So when you run a team, always be looking for talent. Always be looking to get into relationship with talent. There's no reason you can't career vision somebody, even though you don't have a position open today. Most of the roles that we fill in our world within Keller Williams is because we knew somebody from a month ago or 3 months ago or 3 years ago. Just constantly, we want to be in relationship with talented people. Because that's who we are, right? We're a company that's always looking to raise the bar and bring opportunity. Does that make sense? Cool. All right. So, and Reggie will be here through the end of the year. So don't worry, she's still here. Okay, so quick question for you. So this is my value to bring you guys. Has anybody read this book yet? And that's, nope, nobody has yet? That's okay.
I looked through
it. Yeah. So I sat down, I left my book at home that actually had all my highlights and stickies. I was like, oh, I guess I should probably read this. If you are newer to the industry, read it. You guys, you are going to learn so much. And so I just want to point out a couple of highlights for you. And then what I'm going to show you is a toolbox that you have at your fingertips that has everything that you need to go in conjunction with this book. If one of your lead gen levers remember we talked about lead gen levers? If one of your lead gen levers is to A, work with buyers, is anybody planning on working with buyers next year? Okay, perfect. Or B, your lead gen lever is a buyer seminar. We have everything for you that goes along with this book. So a couple of highlights at the beginning. Fears that buyers may have. Number one, I can't afford to buy a new home or a home now. Fact, until you do the math, you don't know what you can or can't buy. Here, what do we got? Here, number two. Should I wait? Are we ready? Listen, number two, I should wait until the real estate market gets better. Fact, there is never a wrong time to buy the right home. And then it goes in to give you information. Fear number three, I don't have the money for the down payment. Fear number four, I can't buy a home because my credit score isn't good. Fear number five, I can't afford to buy my dream home. Number six, I should wait to buy a home until I'm certain about my domestic future. Number seven, I should pay off my student loans before buying a home. The fact is, student loan debt doesn't prevent you from buying a home, and so on. And so securing financing. Remember last week we talked about mortgage hacks? Were you guys here for the mortgage hacks? And if you didn't, I encourage you to pull up the team meeting recap. All the mortgage hacks are actually in here. So it talks about ARMs, it talks about the differences in mortgages. A possible system for ranking homes, right? In case you have your buyers and they're not sure how they should rank and how they should purchase and how do I decide which home to buy? What you see and what your agent knows. Here's the other thing. Do not hand this book out without looking at it first in case your buyer comes to you and has questions based on what they learned in the book. We're going to hand the book out, weren't you? Here's the thing. You guys are realtors. You're professionals. You can scan this book really quickly. I was able to get through it very, very quickly. You don't have to read the stories. So they'll give you actually content and examples and then a story. Just skip the stories. But it's kind of like you shouldn't really send out, if you're a newer agent, you're not going to email an offer the first time and DocuSign it without at least practicing on yourself. Or if you send out an email, right? Or a Google Doc, like, don't you want to practice first? Same thing, practice first. So listen to this. What you should see and what your agent knows. Questions you answer as a buyer. Does it have the right space and layout for my lifestyle? Does it offer value to me? Is the location convenient to my job and my kid's school? Does it have features and amenities I like? Questions your agent answers, especially in the state of Wisconsin when you're a buyer's agent. Does the size and layout compare well to others around it? Does it offer value in relation to other homes around it? Will the location hold its value? Does it show signs of major maintenance or structural concerns? And here's the good thing is, it also will explain to the buyer what is a structural concern. So it's so good, you guys, so good. I encourage you to take some time to take a look at it and read it on speed, fast. If you want me to read it to yourself and like increase my speed to 2.0, I could certainly do that. If you'd like, I could do it up to your style, just like when we watch our little videos. So
I could be Debbie Downer, but I did look through that because I think it is a good resource if you're going to have a first-time homebuyer seminar. And the old ones certainly needed updating, but it's $15 a piece. So to hand that out at a seminar to me is,
well,
that's a lot.
I'm gonna show you something. If I go here and I look at my pivot shift ahead page, and so when I went here, there's a video that talks about become, this link will be in your team meeting recap, okay? But if I go on this Facebook group and I search buyer, it's called Your First Home. So I'm gonna just go here once, I'm gonna show you something. Let me just go back here. I'll go back here. If I need a login to get into Facebook, we're gonna be in trouble. Trouble.
While you're looking for that, can I just comment on that? That's
Yes.
a good question.
It's a great
So
question.
when you do a first-time home buyer seminar, you should always have an inspector and a lender in the room. Biggest elephant in the room is, can I afford to buy a house, right? So when we do this, we give this book away as a gift. The vendors, like our favorite lender, pay for the cost of the book. Okay, your business card goes inside of the book. The pass along rate of that book, they buy their first home, it becomes their Bible for buying their first home. They find great success, they land their first home, they love their agent, they pass the book on to their friends who are going to buy their first home with your business card inside. This is a huge opportunity. We used the old book and had first-time home buyer seminars all the time. We had a lender, we had an inspector, we would usually put in a third vendor of some sort. And it was like a plumber, because we often need plumbers to come and look at properties. So we have Jemine as our plumbing resource to look at foundations and drain tiles and all that kind of stuff. And the first person we learned the hard way to speak is the lender. Is that gets the elephant in the room out. Can we really afford to buy a house? Okay, wait, we can afford. Now we're really gonna pay attention. Right? So get your partners to pay for the cost of the
Yeah.
and be happy to pay for the cost.
Yeah.
Excellent.
For sure. Yeah. And even, I love that idea, right? It's partnership. And why I'm talking about this is because we picked our number. Who knows their number for next year?
32.
Yell it out. What is it?
32.
Right? And then we looked at page 138 of the MRA and chose our lead gen levers. And if one of your lead gen levers is buyer seminars, this is why I'm talking about it. And here's what you need to know. Everything that you need, so everything that you need is in KW Connect. You've got a PowerPoint, a marketing plan, and worksheets. Every social media post, everything that you need is in your MyKW. So I just wanted you to know that it's more than the book. It's so weird, like when KW does things, it's so much more than the book, right? Like when we talk about MREA or one thing and all the tools that go along with it, usually what happens with the book is they provide everything with it. And what I was trying to pull up on the Pivot Shift Ahead page is Wendy Papazon, her real estate team
I
did
have it right
this.
here.
I wanted to read off how many leads she got. So I was looking for her stats.
Oh, that was the mechanicals and what they did around. the
Okay,
book?
everyone on the team participates, even the operations team. Everyone must go on a minimum of 2 appointments in 2 weeks. Yeah, I was looking for her leads, like somewhere she did a post where she got like 66 leads, 66 appointments from it.
Do you want me to send this to you too, though? If
Yeah.
anybody, because then this is all followed up with a home first-time homebuyer seminar.
Yeah.
Like this whole process that she does.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. So we're gonna give you all the tools to go with this. If this is your lead gen lever, right? You get to choose them. So go ahead.
I just want to add that when you said that they do everything around a book, it also just came out in Spanish.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
the stats are right here. Our team set 66 appointments in 10 days. That's actually the subject of the email, so.
Yeah, 66 appointments in 10 days.
I was just gonna say too, we did a few years ago, a new first-time home buyer seminar with Landmark Credit Union, and the room was packed. So if you only wanted to purchase maybe 5 books or something, you could just do a drawing there and hand it out, you know, and that way you're not buying it for, 50 people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could just buy them one at a time and give them to clients that you onboard, like,
Right.
when you sign the buyer agency, here, have this book, read this between our appointments.
Right.
I think they sell them in a case and there's a discount on it.
Well, or you just copy your favorite pages, or you say, okay, once we have a consultation and buyer agency, you sign with me, now we've just signed a contract, right? You're taking a listing with a buyer, you spend money on your seller listings to install a sign. So it becomes an expense. And, well, I mean, I would first ask, do you read? So everybody reads, right? Do you read? Or I'll just give you the 10 pages you should read. We know it's like parenting. We know it's like parenting, and until we have the buyer's trust, they don't believe us. This is a tool in your toolbox because everything that you're telling them, they're gonna read it and hear it from somebody else. That's what's really cool about it. When I was reading this and I'm like, oh, this is so good. It's educating them without me telling them as the agent, and they're reading it here. That's the cool part of this tool. So in your team meeting recap, I won't go to it now. There will be a link to the interview that James Shaw did. It's 23 minutes long with 3 other agents from around the country that have been doing buyer seminars and how they did it. And then there also is the link for you to be able to go to your MyKW and pull up the PowerPoint, the worksheets, and all the marketing materials that you would need if you want to do this in partnership with a lender or somebody. And when you partner with a lender, especially like a Landmark Credit Union, they also have a database. So what you'll learn is most agents that have buyer seminars that fill the room, it's not just their people, it's because the people they've chosen to partner with also invite their people. If that makes sense. Okay, any other feedback on buyer seminars or anybody who's been winning with buyer seminars?
Just one quick thing. Chris Ruskowitz and I are putting through a home buyer seminar, first time home buyer seminar for all of your agents. And it basically follows the KW plan. We've made a few modifications to it, but it's awesome. So just that.
And you guys are presenting it, what do you mean when you and Chris are putting it together? Like you're doing it with her?
First time home buyer seminar.
With her and her team. Okay, okay. Okay, so we want to just remind you that next week is Veterans Day on Monday. And so at our team meeting next week, Tuesday, we are bringing in Milwaukee Homeless Veteran Initiative like we did last year. We will have lunch provided with your $10 donation that will go to the cause. Funds will go to the cause. And then Reggie, are we having them here to talk again about their initiative?
Yeah.
Okay, they will be here again. We do have a list of veterans. We think that we have all of them. If you are a veteran, please email our LaBerge or Reggie here at kw.com so we can be sure to recognize you next week. And so, thank your veterans. All right. Bold 100, is Kyle here? Kyle? Kyle?
I got nothing to say though.
Yeah. So, who here has ever done a Bold 100? Has anybody ever done a Bold 100? Yeah, we have a lot of people in the room. So part of Bold is, so Kyle emailed me, you're taking Bold right now, right? Have you done a
Yes.
Bold 100 before?
No, I have not.
Okay, so this is your first time?
Yeah.
Awesome. So part of Bold is we make 100 contacts a week. So our job is to make 20 contacts a day. However, if you make 100 contacts in one day, you actually get a free pass that you can use as a strike. Because once you have 3 strikes, I think it is, then you no longer graduate as a Bold graduate. And so The other cool part about Bold 100 is if you make 100 contacts in one day, it makes it super duper easy to make 20 contacts in one day. It's like a no-brainer. So we have every year as an office gathered everybody together and done a Bold 100 together. So we picked November 21st. It's a Monday. And what were you thinking about your contacts?
Honestly, so I've never done a Bold 100 before, and I'm only 21, so I don't have that big of a database like many of you have. I've only been buyer agent since August 1st, if you will. And for me, it's really kind of hard I had to get really creative with getting 100 contacts a week. So to do 100 in a day, it's really pushing me to like just get out there and go all in, because that's the theme for this year's with Bold is just go all in, go all in, go all in. So I never done a Bold 100 this year, so my goal is to start with this one, do one Bold 100, and what I'm doing a lot of video content with Mason, and one of the ideas was to just contact all these local businesses in New Berlin and then shoot a video for them, like a promotional video for them, or that they can use to market out their business, but then we can also use it on our social media and have like a local community spotlight, if you will. So that's one way. I'm just calling a bunch of businesses to get my Bold 100 for the week. But then there's so much more ways to get to 100. So I never even contacted 20 people in a week, at least 20 conversations like separately and different people, without cheating and calling like my family and friends and whatnot.
Grandma, it's me again.
Yeah, literally. So I really am just pushing myself this year to think out of the box and get to the 100 contacts a week. And then this past week, so we just started Bold Wednesday last week.
Yep.
And then I got to 100 conversations before Monday hit, which was very like a confidence booster for me for sure. So I just, like I said, I just reached out to Kim and was like, or Gustavo too. And I was like, Gustavo's my accountability partner, and we text constantly every single day to make sure we hit our 20 contacts a day. So that also helped a lot too, is having an accountability partner for this. But I have a list of like 10 things that I'm doing to get 100 contacts a week, so I can gladly share that with everyone. And then like one of the most beneficial ways, and I'll leave with this too, is with Bold, you get it's like a who do you know sheet. It's 150 people on that sheet. And for me, there's some questions in there like, who's your child's babysitter? Who's like your child's teacher? I'm like, well, I don't have a child, but I can most certainly, like, I am still a child, so I still can connect with babysitters. I can still connect with teachers, and I could still connect with all these people to fill out 150 contacts. So like my idea was you go through this sheet, go through all 150 people, and just like rapid fire fill out as many lines that I possibly can. And then from there, like any blanks or duplicates that I had, I would just go on LinkedIn or social media, follow a person that is in that industry or in that business or whatnot. And then I would just contact them and say, hey, I'm doing a contest or a 7 or 8 week long training and have to contact 100 people a week. May I add you to my list? Well, now I can refer them business. And if I do so, they will return the favor to me too. That's one of my most beneficial ways to get 100 people in a week. And once you go through it, I mean, you can honestly get 150, fill out all 150 lines in a week or two. Just keep going through it, and you can add 5, 10, 20 people per line if you really need to, or if you want to, because the more the merrier. So that's just one of my most beneficial ways to get 100 contacts in a week, is just go through that sheet. And that's what I'm going to utilize that sheet for this Bold 100 too. And we're hoping to have, like, we literally just talked about this 2 hours ago.
Yep, that's what we do.
And now it's in the team meeting, but
Kyle, you texted me yesterday. Let's go.
So yeah, hopefully it'll be like food, drink, just be like a fun little party. It's
And Gustavo, are you gonna do it? And Gustavo's gonna do it?
Jeremy Reinders is gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm in. I'll be doing it.
MindRight sales team is in.
MindRight is doing it. So we're letting you know now, because you will need a list of, if you're door knocking, that's different, or if you're gonna go to businesses, that's different. But if you're going to be in the room calling or texting or social media, right, getting the two-way conversation, half can be two-way conversations over social media or text, half over the phone, right? Are what the new bold rules are. You're probably going to need 300 names. Because the point is you're having a two-way conversation with 100 people in one day. We know on average, for me, I know it takes me 10 hours as a realtor, calling other realtors. I think for agents, it takes somewhere around 8 to 10 hours. So go ahead.
So there's also really cool things that a lot of agents have done called reverse bold.
Yes.
That's where you do something to draw people in. So like you can do a Facebook Live video, right? And get momentum building and say, hey, we're doing a challenge right now. I need 100 people to ask me a real estate question.
Yeah, I love that.
And now you can only count 50 per bold standards. You can only count 50 of those interactions if they're digital like that. But from that, you can then convert those into conversations or, do that to knock out a half of your bold contacts, and then the other half would be easier to do over your phone calls.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And James had a good idea too, because the Pi Day pickup is the next day.
That's why we picked it.
Yeah, and so you just call your Pi Day people and,
that's why we picked it. High five.
That's a good idea. That was a really good
Thanks,
day.
Kyle.
Yeah.
It's a great day. So we'd
Smart.
love to have everybody in the room, making the calls together. If you look in the one spot for resources and you look for reverse bold, we have a reverse bold playbook in there. If that's something you're interested in, you could also Google. This is the advantage of being with the largest real estate company. You can literally Google anything Keller Williams and find it. Like you could probably Google your first home PowerPoint and would come up with a link, right? So you could Google Keller Williams reverse bold or reverse bold 100, and I bet you'll find resources. You'll probably find somebody who created a YouTube video about it, because that's what we do here.
Tony Baroni did.
Yeah, I mean, you'll find tons of resources. You have enough time, even if you only want to do a reverse 50. Because we've had agents in the past who are not in bold and they're like, I'm going to do a reverse 50. This is a time where we can band together and do something all together in one day to help you have those conversations and add people to the database and have fun. So we are going to send out a calendar invite. I am going to ask you to accept it if you plan on attending so that we have a good head count for food. Because we all need some food if we're going to be in here 8 to 10 hours together.
And last thing I want to mention around the reverse bold 100 is our team did that this year too, and we gave away, I forgot what we gave away, but we asked people to call in to enter in to win for the whatever we gave away. But each call that we received, we donated $5 to the Waukesha parade victims and whatnot. So that's another option that you can utilize too, is for every call you get, you can donate $5 to a charity. Or if you're tight on money or whatever, we probably have lenders or title companies that will gladly sponsor you, or just our office or whatever to do so.
Cool. Are we all in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks, Kyle. All right, so the November calendar is updated. So this will be in your team meeting recap. And then you also have the link to it that will be in your team meeting recap. I would say a couple of things just to point out. We still have our daily mojos every morning from 9 to 9:30. We'd love to fill the squares. We'd love to fill the squares, guys. We do a lot on there to help each other out. Sometimes we're practicing scripts, we're sharing great ideas. It's just an easy peasy thing to be on for a half hour, and then we leave the Zoom on for those that are going to stay, and we lead Jen together. That's our accountability. So we have our business skills coming up after our team meeting with Zach Shipley. He's going to talk about
Growing your database.
growing your database.
Everything around it.
Everything around it. So we've got our business skills after the team meeting on the 8th. We have it on the 15th. We have nothing on the 22nd. So just so that you guys know, we don't have a team meeting on the 22nd. It's Pi Day. We're all getting prepared for that. That's our office event. There's no business skills on that day. Our office is closed on the 24th and 25th for Thanksgiving. And those are kind of some of the things to highlight. Here are your contracts on Mondays for contract help. And then the profit mastermind. Is anybody here in business to make a profit?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So that mastermind is on Thursday the 17th. So if you are in business to make a profit and want to learn how to track your numbers for 2023, that's what you want to be on for that. So those are just some highlights and you can take a look at it. All right. Woo! Do we have any cool coming soons? Do it.
Okay, I got a few here. 3-bed, 1-bath ranch on an extra large lot on Whitaker Ave in Milwaukee, which is like 20th and Boulevard. Anyone who's familiar with the South Side, the Southsiders?
Right there.
Huh?
Is that live?
Nope, this is excluded from the MLS at this point in time. Asking two.
We're not recording.
Right, asking $279,900 in order for them to sell without finding their new home. Which is, by the way, a technique we're using right now to get some listings, even if they're actively looking. But I think everyone has that magic number, so they're giving us a magic number, and that's the magic number, $279,900. We got a 3-bed, 2 full bath on 4 acres in Kewaskum at $379,900. 2-car attached garage and an additional outbuilding that is like another 2 to 3 cars garage.
That's a unique one.
Downtown, 3rd Ward condo, 1-bed, 1-bath, 191. Yeah. On Broadway in Chicago, that'll probably be somewhere around 280-ish.
And you could be Ken's neighbor.
You could be
Just
Ken's
about.
neighbor. North 22nd Street, 4-bed, 2.5-bath, probably a flip opportunity or someone who wants to build some serious sweat equity. It's on like 22nd and Vine. 210, which I know you're probably thinking that's kind of high, but in that area, it's like a little pocket that has a ton of properties that are selling between 240 and 280. And then one more on West Grange in Hales Corners, 239.9, 3-bed, 1-bath. So let me know. These are all currently excluded from the MLS. These are all private.
Tony was serious. He came in with a clipboard. All right, who else has a unique? Go ahead.
I have a 3-bedroom, 1.5-bath ranch with 2 2.5-car garages off of 101st in Cleveland. It's going live Thursday.
That's a good one.
It's going to be $224,900 or $249,900. All 3 buildings need roofs. They're not in bad shape, but they're the 3-tab and they're just older.
Is that Milwaukee?
It's West Allen.
Great for the hobbyist or somebody who has multiple cars or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, that's unique.
It's on a cul-de-sac.
All right, anybody else?
I have a beautiful condo in the 3rd Ward. It's 6th floor in Hanson's Landing overlooking the river, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 2 underground parking spots. I had it listed for 1.1 and we lowered it 50 grand today to $1,050,000. So if you got anyone looking for something like that.
My downtown condo is also beautiful.
Completely different price range. It's missing a couple zeros. Go ahead, Nate.
I have an ugly condo downtown. We just dropped the price to $365, so it's on Commerce.
Yeah.
But I also have a 4.5, well, almost 4.5 acre, 4-bed, 2-bath in the town of Mawanago, coming live on Friday.
Oh, let's put some deals together.
For $550.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I've got a Bayview house coming up, showings start on Friday. It's a 4-bed, 2-bath with a 2-car garage, walkable to Humboldt Park, like just 1 block off the park, for $299,900.
Well, but you said it's how many beds in that?
4.2.
4.2 square footage?
It's like 1,350-ish. The primary bedroom is huge. King bed, you put like 2 king beds in there.
All right, anything else or any unique, oh, sorry, Alex, go
No,
ahead.
If anybody has any renters, I have a home for rent in Bayview that was updated by Mari and her husband. Very beautiful updates. Available sometime this month. If you have a renter, 1,800. What?
Oh, shit.
Steak dinner.
Yeah. Any unique buyers? Anything like unique, you know?
I have a buyer that needs at least a half an acre, preferably closer to 1. The house isn't that important. He wants to be able to build another building because he does woodworking and he needs to build a shop. So it's going to be like a second garage, so it has to be someplace
Would Jay's property work with his 2 garages?
Mine has a
No.
second garage too.
It has, okay, it needs to be
Just-
around, Muskego, Big Bend, south part of New Berlin, somewhere around 300.
Okay. All right. Whatever we can do to marry our people, that's what we try to do here. Anything else for the good of the cause?
Thank you.
All right, Merry Christmas. We're out.
Hobby Lobby.
I'm not doing it. I refuse to participate. Yeah, seriously.
I gotta fit
This will be my